stereotype about black guys is real. Wow,
That's tough. What you mean by that?
did a rough calculation.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need her to elaborate a little bit. I'm gonna need just a little bit of information on that. What do you mean?
I'm too turned up. 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 I'm too turned up.
Alright, y'all. Today we're finna watch the fetishization of black men. I hope I said that word right. Video by XO Speaks, man. Look like he coming up in this whole little thing, bro. I fuck with it, bro. Shout out XO. Let's see what he's talking about, though, bro. I'm assuming it's gonna be a whole bunch of white girls talking about how they like BBC. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean the title. But let's, you know.
The question today is, why do you guys love black guys?
Oh, BBC.
Yeah, there we go.
BBC.
There we go. There we go. Bro, hey, look, like I said in my last videos, any one of them, bro, I do not pre-watch videos, bro. Let's just keep going, though. Okay.
We have fun facts.
Okay.
So I professionally am a nurse, and the stereotype about black guys is real. Wow,
That's tough. What you mean by that?
did a rough calculation.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need her to elaborate a little bit. I'm gonna need just a little bit of information on that. What are you peeping? That's what it's giving. You know what I'm saying?
The other day, and I've seen thousands of faces.
Uh-oh. The race is not gonna like this one.
Do you want BBC?
Like, yeah.
Yeah? Okay, what about you?
Of course.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Once you go black, you can never go back.
I believe, okay, so I'm gonna be honest, bro. Based off of this alone, I believe a lot of white women are consuming the internet. I'm sorry if you hear a lot of alarms. I live in the ghetto. It's okay, though. We're making it out. Okay? Or I believe these white women are just consuming a shit ton of pornography. Okay? BBC pornography on top of that. Can I even say that? YouTube, relax on me, bro. It's just a word, gang. But for real, that's just what I'm gathering from all of the information that I'm gathering. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's giving a lot of internet consumption and pornography. There we go. Yeah.
Wait, you said yes to the question, right?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm
like,
getting her Snapchat. White or black men?
I like black men. If it ain't dark, there ain't no spark.
Then she stuck her tongue out. Like, one, yeah. Okay, all right.
So the other day I was scrolling on Instagram Reels, right? And I saw a few posts where some white women were saying that they prefer to date black men over other races. And it really made me realize something. A lot of that is fetishization, not attraction. Because when you really listen to how these women talk about it, a lot of times it's not coming from a genuine place. It's not about connection. It's not about compatibility.
Right, it's about sexualness. It's all it's about, bro. Simple. I that's true. From all the clips we've seen, it was strictly sexual comments. I mean, granted, the questions being asked was probably given, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of, you know, gutter-ish thinking. But, yeah, that's facts.
It's not about real love at all. But when you bring it up, they'll say things like, oh, it's not that deep, or you're just overthinking it. But in the same breath, when you ask them their reasoning behind it, they just describe stereotypes or their personal fantasies. And a lot of times, it really just sounds like an experience that they want to try.
In bed, I prefer my men to be
Black.
Right, okay.
I'm guessing you have previous experience.
I'm not gonna answer that.
But why black in particular?
You know what they say?
He's so fun and divine. Look at him. Does I feel that?
We like tank tops.
That's crazy, by the way.
Likes. They don't be smashing the shit.
Just saying, bro. I'm just saying, based off of the clip we just saw. Imagine if there was a woman, she just stepped out of a hotel room and a whole bunch of black dudes just come surrounding her and just filling up on her, bro. I mean, let's just be real. That shit look crazy. That's all I'm saying.
Hey. We are light skinned and we can help you.
I don't need to say the obvious. But in addition to the obvious, they're also very adventurous lovers. And they want to do all the nasty things, and they like really nasty girls that look real pretty.
The reason why all girls love BBC is because it's just the perfect combination. Like, if you think about a white girl and a BWC, it's just, there's something wrong. It kind of feels like it's two females together, you know? It's like two feminine energies. But when it's like a white girl and a BBC, it's like, yeah, that's the one.
I feel like that
Yeah, bro, they're not speaking on nothing about black men's intelligence, nothing about their charisma. There goes the word. Like, they ain't talking about nothing like that. Talking about how romantic they are, nothing. Just about that BBC. That's crazy, bro. And I'm gonna be honest, like, as a black man myself, genuinely, bro, having that stereotype just thought about a black man in general, just walking down the street. I mean, obviously ain't nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, again, it's just fetishization. These white women don't want to be with no black nigga for real. Not for real, for real. These white women is not trying to wake up next to John in the ghetto, okay, at 3 a.m, all because of that gunshot that just happened next door. You know what I'm saying? But she's sticking it in for the BBC. That's just not what's happening. She's never doing that. You know what I'm saying? But that one night stand with the BBC, that's what she's going for. This is a crazy video. I realize I've said BBC quite a bit, and I don't know how I feel about that.
That's where the problem starts. Because genuine attraction and fetishization are not the same thing at all. And that's how a lot of us black men end up getting used. Not me personally. I stick with the black queens forever. One of the reasons that a lot of people don't like talking about is rebellion. A lot of white women grow up in households where dating black men is heavily discouraged. Sometimes it's obvious, and sometimes it's more subtle. Sometimes they get the side eye, the be careful, or sometimes they might just be told straight up, don't bring them around here. And knowing that, for some people, dating a black man sometimes becomes a way to push back. It's a way to push against expectations. And sometimes it gets to the point where they're just like, you know what, I'm gonna do the opposite of what I was raised to do.
So how did your parents feel when you brought a black guy home?
I mean,
they was cool with it, or they was like, nah?
she was cool with it, but we were sneaking around. Yeah.
Her dad's a racist.
Right, just like that.
Doing that does not automatically make it bad, so I want to make that clear. Sometimes that's a good thing, and sometimes it's not intentional either. But if somebody's only with you to make a point to their parents, to their friends, or to their upbringing, that'll eventually weigh on you heavy. And at the end of the day, you shouldn't have to carry somebody else's rebellion. You get what I'm saying?
I already said the media. Here you go. Look, I'm pretty sure a lot of okay, so when it comes to the media, I'm gonna go ahead and just say it before he said, bro. Artists, okay, the music. All right, it's all in the music for sure. You know what I'm saying? Sexy Red, Megan Thee, the Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? Things like that, bro. A lot of white women listen to music like that, bro. I'm just keeping 100, okay? A lot of white women support the ratchetness. Yeah, that's just what it has been for a long time nowadays. You know what I'm saying? In terms of TV shows, obviously in the TV shows, the black guy is the most sexualized dude on the show, especially with these dating shows and shit like that, bro. You feel me? You got the very he's he, you know what I'm saying, he muscled up, he worked out, got his shit together in terms of his body. Obviously they're going to sexualize him on the show. The white women are going to love it. Now they want to see what it's like in real life. That is, I'm telling you, bro, that is what it is.
Another huge factor is the media. Black men are hyper visual in certain areas. Sports, music, entertainment, fashion, the list just goes on and on. But notice which black men get shown the most in the media. A lot of times it's usually celebrities like athletes, rappers, men with status, black men that make a lot of money, or black men that have a lot of fame. When it comes to the media, we're rarely shown as...
He's not touching on the music side in terms of the women's. All right, my brother. Look, I fuck with everything he got going on right now. But, man, y'all know. I'm
regular human beings. And for the ones that don't fit in the celebrity category, we're shown as intense, dominant, hyper masculine, dangerous, and aggressive. So a lot of exposure that people have with black men is not your everyday black man. A lot of times what they're seeing is the most visible, the most successful, and the most exaggerated versions of us. And that image gets repeated over and over and over again.
That's crazy. The fact that they feel comfortable doing all of this in his face and shit like that, hugging all up on this man, and he has a whole wife at home with children that they probably know the names of and stuff like that. Come on, bro. That's just crazy. They feel like they can do that for free. And you got these other white men in the background right here, like him right here, brother right here watching. They just staring at this little action going on right here. They just looking like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could be that guy. But it's just a simple fact that these women feel like they can do that to this man, bro. And they genuinely can't. I'm gonna be honest, bro. And he shouldn't have been comfortable letting them be all touch all of be all up on him like that. But I mean, who knows the relationship between him and his wife? You know what I'm saying? Who knows, bro? Yeah.
My favorite sport outside of football is baseball, and Isaac's is basketball.
My favorite sport outside of football is definitely basketball. Allie's is swimming.
At the end of the day, love who you want. Whether I personally agree with it or not, or whether other people do, it doesn't affect anybody else. So when you notice nowadays that white women somehow always end up with the black athletes or the black rappers or the black celebrities, that's not random. That's happening on purpose. A lot of times, that's who they're conditioned to desire. It's not the regular black man at work. It's not the black man that lives next door. And it's not the black man just living a normal life. And honestly, that's where the disconnect happens. Because when they meet you in real life, they're expecting you to live up to that image that they see online. But when you don't, that's when a lot of disappointment comes into play. They put you up against the celebrity fantasy, the athlete image, the rap image, or against some type of lifestyle that they saw online. So when you don't match that, that's when a lot of confusion comes in, and a lot of times that's when the interest fades. Because at the end of the day, it was never really about you. It was about the image that they were sold. Another reason that people don't really like admitting is social clout. For some white women, being with a black man comes with a lot of attention. People are gonna notice, people are gonna react, and people are gonna ask questions. And for some people, that attention feels validating. Not because the relationship that they have with the black man is super deep or because they just have this super strong connection, but because they're getting noticed. And for some people, that's all that they want.
No, I got it. Oh!
Yep, I was just about to say that, right? Because typically, I feel like what he's getting on about this one is just like the one white girl surrounded by black guys. You know what I'm saying? When people see stuff like that on the internet, they're just like, whoa, what are they doing? They're doing this, they're doing the thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and they become famous. People get famous off of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That draws eyes. People see shit like that and immediately think the wrong thing, and so they click on it. Social clout, for sure. I agree, 100%. Basically, black people are just used until they're just not. They're just used until they're just not accessible. I mean, or just till they're not wanted no more. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because again, from the clips we saw at the beginning, they're just straight sexual. Okay, they only want black guys for the meat, which that's crazy for me. You know what I'm saying? They don't want black guys because they just want black guys, because they're genuinely attracted to them. You know what I'm saying? Or because their dad said don't do it. It's just weird, bro. So like that gives me the question: does a white woman genuinely want to be with a black man ever? Right? Is that a valid question? I don't know. I mean, I'm just yapping, but I think that's a valid question. What the fuck is she doing?
Better ingredients, better pizza, better bitches, better money, my clothes better, my shoes better, I work harder. Fuck Little Caesars, fuck Domino's.
Of course, what I'm saying does not go for these specific couples because I don't know them. But the point that I'm trying to make is sometimes white women will get with black men for attention, whether that's social media attention, outside attention, whatever the case may be. And then there's status by association. For some white women, being with a black man that's tall, handsome, confident, successful comes with a certain image, and it changes how they're perceived in social spaces. And in a culture where blackness is already cool and trendy and heavily imitated, whether people want to admit it or not, that proximity to a black man has a lot of value to it.
A lot of white men don't have confidence.
I agree.
Like if a white guy had confidence that he looked good, then that's fine. I don't really care about color for real. It's about how you carry yourself.
I agree with that. It's confidence, it's personality, charm.
And white guys most of the time don't have that.
What is the most attractive race?
Black. Tall, with dreads or braids, or even an afro. Like, I just find that, like, extremely attractive.
You coming with us?
Oh, you want me to go with y'all?
Yeah.
Oh, no. What's your number?
So you're going to 11?
I'll take your number too. I'll take both of y'all numbers.
Okay.
You know?
Well, are you guys actually
Teamwork make the dream work, huh?
Like, I said my number, okay? This is
Okay.
Have you ever been with an insecure white guy that said like you were contaminated if you've been with black men?
Yeah.
Really?
What?
Tell me like your story. What happened?
They saying that? I'm gonna be honest. I'm not surprised, bro. I'm not surprised. Facts. I could just imagine all the racist white men watching this video. I could just imagine, bro, how triggered they are. I could just imagine all the slurs they're thinking, or maybe even have said, watching this video. I'm gonna be honest, bro. That shit is crazy.
I mean, there's not really a story, but most of them are in general just intimidated. I don't know why. It's not even about the men, it's also the females, and I don't like it, but that's what it is.
Yeah. There's nothing that white men are more afraid of than the fact that their dicks might not just measure up against black and brown men. They are terrified of the idea that white women might want to be with men of color.
Dan?
Yeah, how are you?
How you doing? Hop in the back.
About like, you know, you've ever dated a black man or something, they get so insecure about it. They say you're contaminated and stuff. Like, I've had guys tell me that multiple times.
Have you ever been with some insecure white guys that like got insecure? Have you been with black guys?
Yes, all the time. I think I'm contaminated.
When things are fun, it's exciting. When things are light, it feels good. But the moment race becomes uncomfortable, the moment family pressures start to kick in, discrimination shows up, or things just stop being convenient, that's when everything goes to hell. And that same association that they wanted so bad before starts to feel like a liability to them. And when a relationship starts feeding more into ego than an actual connection, that's when it becomes super fragile. And another one that's usually avoided is power balance. Whether people want to admit it or not, it definitely exists. White women can move in and out of proximity to black men, but black men do not get the same choice. They can enjoy our culture without suffering the same consequences. But when it comes to us, we do not get that option at all. So even with relationships that look equal on the surface, a lot of times underneath, there's a massive power imbalance that you don't see. And honestly, you see this play out in real life when things go left. Look at situations like Jonathan Major and his ex-girlfriend. Before information even came out about anything,
guilty, facts. Put him in life, throw away the key. That's what everybody was on. They didn't even want to hear what the nigga had to say. Luckily, they did. And he got exonerated and they said, oh, my bad, bro. It was about to throw the book at this man. I mean, man's lost, I think he lost roles. I think he lost a couple of deals. Nigga lost damn near a lot of his shit. A lot of money he was making, he lost. You know what I'm saying? All because of that lame ass shit. You feel me? And I don't even think she got jail time for, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit wicked.
Body automatically took her side. He lost roles, he lost opportunities, and his whole career basically stalled overnight. But don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting here trying to argue whether or not he was innocent or guilty. But the point that I'm trying to make is how fast protection kicks in for these white women and how fast black men get treated as disposable as soon as things go left. And honestly, it's happening a lot sooner than that. You just don't see it. And guess who held him down while he was going through that legal battle?
I didn't want to get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan Majors.
There you go. See, come on, cat.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends.
Now that I will not be returning to ESPN, I found out this information a little earlier in the week. And really, the only thing that I really ask is like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I said this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for.
In situations like that, people automatically assume she needs to be protected and removed. White women are seen as victims by default. Black men are seen as threats by default. So even in interracial relationships, that dynamic does not disappear. It's still there and it's still influencing how...
Especially big black men, bro. Pause, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all niggas seen Emmett Till. Ain't that Emmett Till, bro. Y'all niggas know about Emmett Till, bro. Y'all know I was gonna say that to you. You know what I'm saying? A black man messing with a white girl. Back in those times especially, yeah, that was definitely, no, shame, you gonna die. That is what it's gonna be, bro. Let me know how y'all feel about this one, man. I genuinely believe white women don't like black men. I believe white women just like the idea of being with black men and the perks that having a black man has, right? Being the BBC, and or if they're with black men, they're with, the stereotypical black man. I don't know. I don't really see nothing else coming from that.